Why, good morning and welcome back to Coasting the Planet. Today I am heading down to Lake Winnepesaukah, better known as Lake Winnie, which is in Rosseville, Georgia, just outside of Chattanooga, basically in Chattanooga. It's a very small, family-owned, one of your classic American local amusement parks. And I haven't been there before, despite the fact that it's under a 2-hour drive for me. So I'm going to be meeting Jason from Coasters and Things down there because he lives around that area, as well as one of his friends. And so it should be a good time. I tend to enjoy these parks more than a lot of other enthusiasts and stuff, but there's just something about that classic American amusement park that you just don't get anymore. It's really a dying breed, unfortunately. So I definitely want to go support the ones that are left. So let's go see how Lake Winnie is in 2 hours, of course. All right, about 5 minutes away, I'm getting McDonald's at the exit, because they have some kind of deal on Sundays where if you show a local area McDonald's receipt, then you get $5 off or something like that. Gonna hope they're still running that. It's on their website, so I would assume so, but with some other stuff on that website that was weirdly outdated. So chicken McNuggets, heck yeah. They're not the best McNuggets I've had. They've been sitting out for a while. They're still good though. Fries are good though. They're pretty fresh, so that's cool. When the first thing you see, both pulling up to the park and parking, is a Super Loop, you know it's gonna be an interesting place. But yeah, no, their parking lot is just a big gravel field, which honestly is fine. Maintaining a paved parking lot, kind of expensive. Money's probably better spent somewhere else, especially at a park like this. So they asked for my zip code, so I gave a Nashville area zip code, and he was like, "Is that somewhere in Mississippi?" I was like, "No," and he's like, "That's what it's coming up as." So I definitely know my own zip code. They definitely just, their system doesn't work apparently. Yeah, here we are. It's like a very classic style amusement park. Yeah, I'm gonna go find Jason and Tyler. Yeah, their lake at the center is much nicer than Beach Bend's pond at the center, I will say that. I'm gonna compare it to Beach Bend a lot because that's probably the closest style to this that I've visited, and I've been to Beach Bend a lot. They do have this really cool skyride over the pond that looks awesome, but unfortunately it appears to not be operating today, so that's a rip. The guy at the ticketing window was really nice though, I will say that. I've had some questionable interactions with some amusement park employees lately, but no, they were really good here so far. But yeah, I am currently heading over to meet them at Cannonball, which is their wind roller coaster. I mean, I think the oldest coaster I've ever ridden when I ride it, probably. Oh yeah, and their water park is back here, but it's not open yet. It is actually opening weekend for the park itself, which is the most dead opening weekend I've ever seen, but whatever. Run. Just got 2 rides on this Cannonball. It's actually pretty good, especially for a ride that old. Although I think I preferred it in the back. You said you preferred it in the front. So.
It's close, but
okay, yeah,
both are good for different reasons.
Yeah, fair enough.
Drops are better in the back, short hills are better in the front.
We just rode Orbiter. It's my first time doing a flat ride like this, and it pulls some forces.
There's insane lateral.
It's pretty wild. Yeah. And it was fun. It had a really short cycle, which I mean, we're complaining about that now, but by the end of the day, I think we'd be glad it had a short cycle. So
maybe a longer cycle would not be the best thing on a ride like that.
Have you seen they have rides like this at fairs in Europe? The cycle will go for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Holy
no,
crap.
thank you.
Maybe All right, we're now about to ride Wacky Factory, which is a cool, classic dark ride. I like dark rides. This one's pretty old, though. Oh, no. Oh, Killer Farms. That's just fantastic. Nice. Not the mirrors. Oh, wow. Well, that's a big clown head. I wonder if it's gonna like drop down from the ceiling or something. Yeah, it's pretty wacky in here. So, it's like a mix of like a clown house and a haunted house. It's an experience, that's for sure. And they really want you to take a pilgrimage for this wacky worm credit. Like, yeah, all the way around. Yes, that wacky worm, it actually had lap bars, which is disappointing. Seatbelts and lap bars. The one that's usually at my like county fair at home, their restraints are broken, so they don't even like make you use them. So that was kind of disappointing. Not that that matters though. The thing just kind of moves. That's all it does. It just moves. It's funny though. Zero gravity, zero things in stock. Those Larson drop towers, we just did this one, they're so freaking punchy.
Yeah. And it's covered at the top, so you don't know when you're at the top or when you're gonna drop. It's just boom, and then it happens.
Yeah, exactly. They are really good.
It's wild. I mean, drop line's taller, but that drop feels so much punchier. Because drop line's brakes are so early. You brake like halfway down the tower. It's a really nice view, but that's really it for that ride. All right, here we go, y'all. What happens on the boat chute stays in the boat chute.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, that is it. That is a tunnel. What's up, guys? We're in a tunnel. We're in a tunnel. It's a freaking noisy tunnel. How long does this last?
4 to 5 minutes.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's pretty dark in here. Yeah, so this is all it looks like in here. I'll keep my flash off so you get the vibes. So, yeah, you can't see anything. A little history on this ride. It's very old, and it's the predecessor to the modern. Freaking noisy in here. It's pretty cool. I'm starting to wonder how many, wasps and hornets and other shit live in here.
My grandparents used to scare my mom that there were snakes in here.
It wouldn't surprise me if there were. That's the thing.
Yeah, because
I doubt they check this very often. But yeah, this is an experience. If you look up online, you can find some really freaking weird stories about what's happened in this chute. So
Yeah. What happens in the boat chute stays in the boat chute. They have that on their t-shirts.
and it's not just a slogan. There actually are some really freaking weird stories about what people have done in this tunnel. But we're just kind of chilling here.
Yeah. Just a break from the sun.
You really weren't kidding about this being like 5 minutes long.
We're probably like 2 minutes in now.
Oh, that's great. So we just rode the Matterhorn. This thing runs fast.
Super fast.
Yeah,
I told you it runs fast.
Yeah, it's one of the older models, I think. I don't know who made it. I'm not as up to date on my flats, but tell them what you were doing.
I'd say, so if you swing your weight to the outside once you're going up, you swing the car a little bit further than it should go, and I was nearly sideways half the time. It was fantastic.
Well, lighting's still there, yeah.
Oh no.
And Flyoplane's still there, where Genie is now.
Yeah.
A Sea Warrior over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
10 out of 10 park map. We're getting ready to ride the skyride that goes over the lake, which looks like it'll be pretty cool. Like I said, it goes over the pond. Great views, it looks like. It's just kind of weird. It doesn't have a station on the other side, which seems like it'd be a perfect opportunity to just, have a station on the other side. So it's just one way, but whatevs. Yeah, so this is the other side. Like, they could have put a station here and there's like rides here, so that would have been nice. But no, we're gonna turn around and go back. It's a nice view though. I don't put my phone back in my pocket though, because it's kind of a dumb idea to have it out. But I had to get that footage.
Yeah, very dumb idea.
Yeah, well, we both did it.
Two YouTubers filming in the wild.
Thank you, Tyler. Very cool.
That's pretty good. I've had a run of like really bad bumper cars lately. That was redeeming.
That was really good. Like, granted, only 5 of them were open.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they probably broke all the rest and they just can't afford to fix them.
yeah, it's like collisions are hard. There's plenty of space, and
They give you rules, but they don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said no head-on collisions, and they were like, everyone was doing it, and they didn't
Yeah.
care at all.
No.
it's definitely do it if you come here. It's
Oh yeah.
probably top 3 in the park right now. Yeah.
Brickman. It's definitely running faster. Unlike the second hill, I guess it wasn't clicked in all the way. My seatbelt came out, and I was like, I'm not fixing it. We're just gonna let it
It
go.
feels like the buzz bar is giving more room than it was before too. I don't know how that's possible, but it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, the first hill after the drop, you actually get really good airtime on it.
Yeah.
This is a surprisingly good ride.
Yeah, definitely come here, especially if you're driving down 75. Just
Yeah.
stop for like an hour or so just to ride this,
Like,
basically.
don't come significantly out of your way, but if you're already over in the
Yeah.
area, just go for it. Even from like Knoxville or Nashville or something, like at least do it once.
Yeah.
Wait, but which one? I like that.
I think I'm gonna put one on top left.
Like top right. We'll see if we do it. $3 for water. They don't have any water fountains or anything. They make you buy their water, but it could be worse. It could be like $5. I've seen worse. Well, I can throw my reusable bottle back in my car if I'm not gonna need it. That is a nice thing about small parks like this, is that you can just walk out to the parking lot if you need to throw stuff in and out of your car. Check out these trash cans. Please feed me your trash. There you go, don't litter. Feed it to the clown. This one's Sneaky. His name is Sneaky. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but look at the size of these fish. That's crazy, they're big fish. It's a cool lake though. Normally you can go paddle boating out on it, apparently. That's not open today, as with a lot of other things. They have this cool pirate ship ride that goes over the lake, also closed. They seem to still be having some staffing issues.
Oh, nice picture.
Merchandise for okay, they actually got some cool pictures.
The
up there.
old train was refurbished.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, this actually might be accurate. Okay, I see a wooden coaster, a drop tower, a super. Yeah, I see things that they actually have. That's
Genie,
that's
Conestoga.
impressive. That's impressive. They actually got it right. They got some vintage signs in the back. It's actually pretty cool that they keep some of the stuff back here, because you know some parks don't seem to give a crap about the history of Carowinds.
And you got a whole bunch of stuff right here of historic pictures.
Yeah. Oh, and you see that. Oh, is this the plot that's on? Okay. There's the 7 miles from the heart of the city over several good highways. They're not bad highways, they're good highways. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. It's actually really cool they kept a lot of this stuff. There's some old cups. Oh, okay.
This looks like in the 90s.
Yeah,
Small little history museum.
Yeah.
that's very cool. I like when parks care about the history at least a little bit. We found the old, mostly abandoned part of the park. Let's get it off. We can't go back there. But you said they used to have like concerts over there?
Yeah. Yep.
Very nice. And this was like a maze.
Yeah, it's a haunted maze during Spooka.
Yeah.
The abandonment makes sense.
Mist is good. I'm thinking it would not cost them very much to fix up this mini golf course. And they could even make it an upcharge if they wanted to pay it off pretty easily. So I'm not really sure why they just left it. A little sad. Yeah, how long have you said it's been since this is opened?
At least 5 years.
Crazy.
And you also said it was like one of the oldest ones, is that correct?
Yeah, it was the oldest mini golf course in the world when it was still open.
Oh wow, that's cool. So rule when you come to Lake Winnie, you can't use the normal trash cans. You can only use the clowns. Okay? We good? You got it? Got the rules? Sweet. Oh, this one doesn't have a name. That's sad. All right, it's time to do the train. We're not doing the super loop. That's not happening. Absolutely not. All right, we're about to ride the train. Somebody asked if it was open, and their response was, "Not really, but we're gonna try." So
let's see if this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
here we go. smaller parks are giving us good spinners, so it wouldn't surprise me. Oh. No way. No way. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Wait. It's opening weekend and that's the parking lot.
They have such a big parking lot.
Yeah.
It's not even half.
This is quality content. Gasoline smell is wonderful. I didn't realize we were under it.
Yeah, you go through, keep it long.
I like that. All right, we actually made it around the train circuit. I actually really liked that for what it was. You know, it's a small little train ride. You actually goes out into the woods a little bit, not much, but just enough to kind of get your nature fix. I enjoyed it.
Kind of fast, actually.
Yeah, no, so you got kind of stuck once or twice, but then it started just hauling. I think they were just trying to see if they could get around the circuit, get all the momentum they could in case it broke again. But you know, yeah, there's some cool moments. For what it was, I thought it was pretty good. We're up to a real one, Wild Lightning, apparently the most violent wild mouse ever made. It's now at Alabama Adventure, but the trims are actually working properly now, so it doesn't try to kill you anymore. We should the swing ride. It's pretty fun. I know it's actually decorated with some pictures of like the Smokies and other stuff around here, which is cool. Just a little faded, kind of needs a repaint, but all good. Yeah, so actually a little bit of theming. We got a cannon, we got cannonballs. And it's also an Ace roller coaster landmark. I didn't know that, actually. So there you go, that's pretty cool. So one of them down then. All right, we just got off like a lot of rides on Cannonball. We were like marathoning that for like an hour or more. And that thing is good. So we figured out there's a good way to ride it. And if you want to know what that is, if you ever see one of us at a park, just ask us and we'll let you know. But anyways, it's wild. There's the first hill when you come off of the first drop, you get like a really strong pop of airtime, but then there's like a second pop after that that's like even more violent. And then the rest of it, it's really smooth for a coaster from the 60s. And just, yeah, it's good. Here we go. Pretty wacky. helmet. And that's it.
Short.
Nice.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot.
Hey. Park closes in 4 minutes and they already closed the final cake shop, so obviously there's no reason to stay. Getting the heck out of here. Thank you, Jason from Coasters and Things.
Yeah.
And Tyler for joining me today.
No problem.
Hopefully we'll hang out again soon.
Yeah.
It's like the first day. It's been like 80 degrees outside, so it's freaking hot in this car.
And as such, I'm thinking I should definitely not drink that. Chattanooga choo-choo.
And just like that, we're back at the same East Ridge McDonald's that we started at. Because I was annoyed that I didn't get a funnel cake, so I got a milkshake to make up for it. McDonald's milkshakes are very good. And a Dr. Pepper for the way home too, so we are good. Yeah, Lake Winnie, overall, sleeper hit. And nobody talks about this place because, especially in the coaster enthusiast world, no one's really been here. But I'd say if you're passing through Lake Chattanooga on your way down somewhere else, definitely stop here for a few hours at least. Plan to get a few rides on Cannonball. Just a really good classic Woody. And overall, I enjoyed the park. I've heard bad things about it from a lot of people, but personally me, I thought it was pretty good. For what it is, it's a very small, hyper-local amusement park. I enjoy those kind of parks anyway. It's definitely a more chill atmosphere than your bigger parks. You're not having to run around all day just trying to get rides in. And it's an important part of American culture, really, because that's how, like, most amusement parks in the country used to be way back when. It wasn't until, like, the 70s that we started seeing the really big chain parks going in, and not until even more recently that we've seen a lot of consolidation, and especially in the last few years, some of these smaller family-owned local parks that still exist shutting down. And it's really a shame to see because, like I said, these parks, this type of park is very integral to the history of the amusement industry and old American culture. Like, so I really hope we see them stay around. If you have a local amusement park like this in your area, please support them. And yeah, we were talking about all day how we kind of think Lake Winnie's on the way out. Like any season could be its last season, really, which is a shame. I'm really hoping something magical happens to make that change, but I don't really see it happening. I do think Lake Winnie, as well as many other classic amusement parks like that across the country, are on their way out. We already see a lot closing, and there weren't a lot left to begin with. So it's almost like an end of an era that we're witnessing here. Or like these parks are more like barely holding on from an era that already ended. And we're seeing them finally start to die out, which is sad. But moving on from that depressing note, we had a lot of fun today. It's always fun to hang out with other enthusiasts, and it definitely makes a small park like that a lot more fun when you got somebody to hang out with. Overall, enjoyed the time. Got some cool stuff there, like Cannonball, super underrated, classic wooden coaster. Don't go in expecting it to like beat Voyage or anything, but for what it is, it's really good. Boat Chute, your log flume built in like 1926 or 1927 or something. Crazy, just the history of that ride and stuff. So yeah, I had a good time, but I'm gonna go home now. But as always, please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it helps other people find it, and be sure to subscribe to Coasting the Planet if you want to see more of my experience with roller coasters and the greater amusement industry. And I hope to catch a ride with you again very soon.